life. Be life.
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a beer.
All right. Well, how you guys doing today, wherever you're from in this beautiful world, and how's ET doing? All right. So we got another beer and cheese today. This is Pepper Jack Cottage Cheese, and we gotta wait for the thing to come around because I forgot what the hell I got going on today.
BRIE?
What the hell was it? Oh, BRIE, and then American Wheat, any pale ale, and a with English IPA. So, yeah, if you guys brought that to the table, we're gonna review that, see if it goes well, and check it out. We got 2 new guys on here. Thank you so much for being here. We first, I'll go ahead and start off with Miscellaneous Brew Reviews. Thank you guys. Bumpy Road Brewery, Apollo Beats. Well, not new. They've been here before. East Coast LQ Reviews and Watchers. Yes. SBG and Chatio. Cheers, guys. All right. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you to the chat when everyone starts rolling in, if they do. All right, so let's go ahead and get this started and start with Miscellaneous.
All right, I'll go ahead and show you the cheese. I got La Bona V. It's a brie. It says it's a double cream brie. Nothing real fancy. It comes in container, gold foil. I did pull this out a little bit before the show started because it is a little bit better at room temperature. But yeah, it's got that. Is that paper? Nope, that's the funk. Yeah. Big giant cheese disc. Nice white moldy stuff on the outside.
That's the good bits.
Smells like mildew. And the beer I've got, it's an import from England. I got the Old Speckled Hen. This is an English pale ale. It's got a lot code, but no dates. Can is extremely hard, which concerns me. Oh, it's the nitro one. That's why. That makes sense.
That sounded nice.
I doubt this is all going to fit in this conveyance. So we're going to stop right there. Nice cascade. Yeah. It's going to clear up. That milky color will go away. Yeah, this beer's been around for a while. I think they said like 35 years. So, yeah. Less than a finger. Nice, frothy, creamy head.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent beer. I like that beer. Cheers, Miscellaneous. Thank you, man.
Cheers, bro.
All right. Oh, Bumpy, here we go.
I too am bringing a brie. Whatever. It's from Vermont Farmstead. It's a cheese that it's way out of my comfort zone, but I figured I would give it a go. I don't like soft cheeses like this, and yeah, it's got that white weird stuff. It looks like you basically wrapped it up in toilet paper and you got all the toilet paper kind of stuck to it. That's what it looks like. Is the aromas on this thing though?
A couple good sounding cheeses.
Oh, yeah, Bumpy. You love it, don't you?
I'm already going to throw up. It's not. It's not making good. It really does. I mentioned it right before because when I opened it up and took a little whiff, it smells like extremely salty, like semen. It's not good. It's not good smelling to me. There's a little bit of a bite to the nose there. All right.
Smell good beer.
The
Oh, this is gonna be a fun.
yeah, the beer that I'm bringing is from 603 Brewing Company. They're out of Derry, New Hampshire. This one's called New England Citrus Wheat. It's an American wheat ale with grapefruit, lemon, and coriander. It's 5.2% ABV. And okay, canned on June 8th of 2022. I saw there's a timestamp below it, and I was reading October 28th, 2007. This would have been horrible. But yeah, no. June 8th of 2022. Let's give it a pour.
Over here.
And
It's gonna be great, Bumpy. I promise.
yeah, I don't know.
I love that Trillium glass.
Yeah, Trillium glass. It's nice. It's got that tight white bubbled head. It is a straw yellow coloration to the beer. Kind of looks more golden on camera, but it's got more of a kind of a clearer yellow appearance. It does have a bit of a haziness to it, an unfiltered, wheat beer look. So, cheers.
Nice. Cheers, Bumpy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cheers, Bobby.
Ooh.
All right. All right, Paulo Beats. Cheers.
All right. So I wasn't able to do very well on my cheese venture today. I was able to find some pepper jack. I've already got it pre-sliced. It was just the store brand. It was just the local chain here is Kroger's, so it was just their brand. They did have plenty of cheddar and aged cheddar and some aged Goudas, a bunch of blue cheese, stuff like that, but no pepper jack. So it was this or Kraft. So I went with the store brand. It does look like there is some rather large chunks of peppers in some of it, so maybe there'll be some spice there. We'll see how that goes. And well, I'll give it a smell, I guess. I mean, I do get a little peppery smell. Yeah, little peppery smell. I mean, it's jack cheese, so not too much on the smell for the cheese overall. For my beer today, this is a crowler. I got a freshly filled today at a local place called Cappy's. It's a Drecker. I went with the pale ale, Dangerous Night's Crew. I did look a little bit up on it here. Let's see. If I had the can, I think it would say our buds from Oliphant Brewing came to visit. And over some beers and sloppy steaks, we discovered our mutual love of slick back hair and shared desire to use tallest hops in a crushable pale ale. So we got right to work. And Dangerous Night's Crew, a hazy pale ale hopped with Centennial, Mosaic, Talus, Azica, Enigma was born. So
Nice.
sounds all right. They did have like a picture of the can art, and it was awesome. I mean, it's a Drecker, so their can art's really awesome. But
Cool.
Pour it. It did. I did talk to the guy there, and he said that it's kind of hazy. A horrible pour.
That it is.
It's very, very dark, almost muddled. Has almost a gray tone to it. A little bit of a color at the top, a little bit of orange. Smells fantastic.
Big old white head. That's nice. Yeah, it looks good.
Nice head, really frothy.
Awesome. All right. Follow Beats. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, Tanner.
All right, what's up, guys? So I have Sargento Fiesta Pepper Jack, Monterey Jack natural cheese with red bell, jalapeno, serrano, and habanero peppers. What the cheese looks like, it's actually very hard to cut through. You see the flakes are just like falling off on it. They're not actually like in the cheese. They're just kind of on the outside. It was kind of a pain in the ass. I had to kind of pick them up and put them back on.
Back on.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the cheese. I had my beer in here because I wanted to keep it cold. So I've heard, I think Bumpy's had this one before. This is Toppling Goliath Brewing Co. This is their Pseudo Stew Pale Ale.
I almost spot that.
Uh, says the single hop pale ale showcases the citra hop for a well-balanced beer that is delicate in body with a mild bitterness in the finish. Ferocious hop aromas of citrus and mango give a refreshing taste that is bright with just enough bite.
Oh no.
Brewed in beautiful Decorah, IA. What's that? Indiana.
Can't
Iowa.
remember these.
Iowa. Iowa.
Yeah.
Okay. It says package 4/14/22, best by 8/12/22. So it is 3 months old. But
Hey Tanner,
what's up?
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Can anyone else get rid of this naked Tinder, whatever the hell? I can't get rid of it.
I blocked it already.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, good. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. Tanner, sorry.
No worries. Damn trolls. All right.
Yeah.
So let's crack this open. $3.50 for the single can. I also have my Trillium glass today. So
Excellent.
I'm seeing a lot of those popping up on YouTube lately.
what's that? The glass?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's always the same one.
looks pretty good. Hazy, I say golden, more straw color. 1.5 finger tight knit head. Lots of bubbles, decent effervescence. Super hazy though. Pretty much no clarity through it at all. Looks pretty damn good.
That really does. Looks excellent.
Yeah, mango's definitely jumping out of the glass. Cheers, guys.
Nice. Cheers, Tanner. Thank you. All
Cheers.
right. SBG.
Hello. Today, I wasn't gonna get Brie, but I want to get some pepper jack. But instead, I just got some habanero jack from River Rat Cheese out of New York City. They make some great cheese. They make some very nice aged cheddars that I was going to get. One was called Mean and Nasty. That I thought would have been appropriate, but we got that instead. And for the beer to counteract with that spiciness, that's definitely going to be spicy. I got something a little sweet. Got black berry wheat. Berry spelled bear because it's got a bear on it, I guess. And a little guy over here hiking it or something. So this is from Long Trail Brewing. They're out of Virginia. I've got my Amazon glass. So this is only a 4.2. So it's definitely going to be drinkable. Poured it semi-hard, but not too hard. So it's definitely got a couple finger head there. And it's a little, it's not very translucent. I can't see through it at all. So it's a little darker than I was thinking, but it's definitely golden. Definitely golden. I don't know if anybody's had any Long Trail before, but I have not.
Never. No.
I think I've seen that company.
Smells sweet. That's for sure. Definitely smells sweet. I wouldn't say if it's blackberries right off the bat, but it's berries. Cheers, everybody.
Nice. Cheers, SBG, man. Right on. Cool.
Cheers.
All right, Chatio.
Hopefully my mic stays on this time and my mouse doesn't freeze up on me when I'm trying to fix stuff. That was weird. But today I am bringing some pepper jack from Maple Leaf Cheese out of Monroe, Wisconsin. And just even holding it, and I put in here in the packaging already cut some so greasy, it's oily, and I just slapped it on here. I'm like, whatever, just threw it on the little cheese board. And my beer is, I guess, the second freshest beer on the panel because mine was canned yesterday. It was carboyed yesterday. It is called, I can't read this guy's handwriting so bad. Smiles Pace APA. And it's 6.03%, 49 IBU. It's pale malted barley builds the backbone with biscuit croaker, blah, blah, blah. It's New Zealand rye, itty, bright citrus, German Hool, melon. It's got a lot of crap in it, so I don't want to give it all away. But yeah, it shows it as a sessionable pale ale. So crack it open,
Yummers.
pour it in my copper kettle glass from Denver. Trying not to spill on my new rug, and my cat's right below me. All right, there it is. Good looking beer.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice looking.
Kind of slightly hazy. Good head on it. It looks pretty darn good. All right. Oh yeah, there's a lot going on here. In here, holy crap! All right, have some info the next time around.
All righty. Thank you, Chadio.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers. All right. So I haven't tried cottage cheese before yet, ever on this, so that's why I kind of put it on the three to choose from. So I went with cottage cheese, large curd from Dairy Gold. Just got it over at the Kroger. Well, it's Fred Meyer here. 13 grams of protein. Nice. 4% milk fat minimum. Yeah, that's it. Let's show you that real quick. You've seen cottage cheese. I like it with applesauce and fruits and stuff, peaches and all that. Yummy, yum. Pineapple. You haven't done that with that. This is a citrusy wheat ale, so I figured that might go well with it. Never had oranges with this either. 5.1% wheat ale, citrus wheat ale, and it's from Varietal out of Washington, Sunnyside, Washington. It's called Sunlight. That's what it's called. Oh, wrong way.
Nice.
Yeah, cool logo. Cool logo, I guess. Cool label. Got an orange or something on it. Yeah. So let's go ahead and crack this open. This was canned 421. I haven't had a American wheat in a while. Nice hazy wheat. Had my wife. I'm shaking like crazy today. What's going on? Had my wife go get these. She showed me a picture of them. I said, I'll take that one and that one. Because I don't have a car. So yeah, just a nice lemon colored wheat ale, white head, kind of rocky on the top, pinky finger head, and very orange, tangerine orange to be exact. Smells very good. All right, it's good with pineapple. Yeah, I gotta try that now. All right, guys, let's go ahead and start the reviews and start with miscellaneous.
I'll stick to the Brie.
I do like Brie, actually.
Anyways, yeah. Let's start with the beer first. How about that? I've had Brie before. Bumpy, you might not like it like this, but like just typically room temp, or the people that take this and throw it in the oven, bake it. It's like dip like crusty hard French bread, and it's pretty good. I don't know about like this. Anyways, head still sticking around, nice, creamy, frothy head there. I'd say the clarity of this is pretty good. My glass is pretty dirty. Slack ass job of cleaning that. Anyways, yeah, it's pretty clear. Damn near close to brilliant. Nice, like, I don't know, copper color. It looks a little bit darker on the screen than what I'm getting on the nose. There's a sweetness to it. Definitely getting a big malty, doughy bread thing going on. Slight sweetness. Says I'm supposed to get some kind of fruity esters off of this. Can't particularly say what kind of fruit. But yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, my friend.
Logitech.
That's cheesers. Not yet.
Jesus.
Really light bodied. Since it's on nitro, it's not really crisp. I remember having this in the I should have got the bottle. I knew. Definitely malty forward, bready, doughy. Very, very light, moderate herbal bitterness on the back end. It's almost undetectable, but it is there. I will say that. And a nice sweet, like I said on the finish, it's real nice and sweet, almost like a wheat bread, like a honey wheat. Not bad. Not a lot going on there, but definitely a drinkable beer. Forgot to say the ABV. I'm sure everybody knows it's 5%. Nothing fancy. All right. So for the Brie, good God. All right. So like I said, it smells like if you've ever been in like a wet, like a damp basement. Oh yeah, or like wet newspaper.
Yeah, makes me hungry.
Definitely what it's got going on for it. I'm not gonna lie. That's with the white funk on the outside, but if you get into the inside, it's just like a nice buttery looking consistency. It smells nutty, very buttery,
Nutty.
bumpy. The outside of this, it's gonna be interesting. Anyways, yeah, buttery. It doesn't really have a salinity kick to it, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Brie's almost like a one-trick pony, to be honest with you. But there's many different ways you can eat it, so let's give this a try.
Cheese. Yes.
Very mild, milky, buttery-like flavors coming out. Very slight salinity to it. Coats the palate. Not too sticky because it does just like melt away at like the body temp inside and on the mouth, you know. Not bad. A little bit of an earthy kick to it. Almost tastes like mushrooms. That's a good way to put it. Just an earthy mushroom type of kick. So if that's in any testament to you, Bumpy, I know you like mushroom, so and truffles and stuff. So yeah, let's get the cheese before the beer. Get some more of that, and you know what? Just for fun, we're gonna dab it in the mold on the outside. Oh,
Gross.
oh boy, bad. It's really not that bad. I mean, the flavor, that musky flavor definitely comes over in the taste, but man, it's not too bad. Had worse. The beer definitely amplifies the flavor of the outside of it. Definitely makes it a lot more dank, damp flavor, but does elevate the beer slightly. I definitely say it'll bring out a lot more of a malty quality out of it. Sweetens it up a little bit. All right, so we'll dive back in. I have some more Brie. I'm definitely staying away from the outside because I'm not a big fan of the mold. I'm allergic to some of that stuff.
Most people, I think,
What?
should not eat mold.
It has its place in some categories. Anyways, that's a beer before cheese.
Cheesers again.
Cheesers again.
I like that a little bit better, to be honest with you. It brought the salinity of the cheese up. Just brought out a little bit more flavor, a little bit more nutty. Still creamy, buttery on the palate. It's pretty good. I mean, neither one of these products are bringing the wow effect. Honestly, like I said, Brie's kind of like a one-trick pony, and this is just your average English pale ale. So, not bad. I'll take a couple more stabs where other people are going. Cheers, guys.
Nice, man. Cheers, Miscellaneous. Thank you.
See this one.
Bumpy. All right.
Yeah.
He does not look
Oh,
No, I'm not crying, Josh. I do have a splitting headache. I've had a horrendous hangover all day long.
Then Frankenstein said that I have a splitting headache.
Yeah. And then, smelling this cheese, definitely, I realized I made the wrong decision. Yeah.
go.
I had to watch Miscellaneous eat it because I had no clue on even how to do that. I don't like these cheeses. The last one I did was that Wildeberry, whatever the hell it was. That was horrible. Horrible. All right. The aromas on this beer. Yeah, it's a wheat beer. It's got
Yeah,
some citrusy
little
notes to it.
crater
That's about it. Grapefruit, kind of citrusy. All right. All right. Take a drink. Cheers.
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 Cheers, Bobby.
I'm thirsty.
Yeah, it's a light body. Kind of a lower side carbonation to it. It's a bit drying to the palate. It's got wheat notes. It's got some citrus notes. A little bit of a bitterness on the tail end. Kind of citrusy. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really scream like super grapefruity. It doesn't scream super like orange or lime or whatever the heck else was in here, but it's just basically, it's just citrusy type note to this wheat beer. It's 5.2% ABV, I think is what I said. Yeah, it drinks about that. All right. Not a wowing beer by any means. There's not many American wheats out there that probably are. All right, let's
Oh yeah, bon appetit.
Let's have a nice big chunk of that, Bobby.
Nom, 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 nom. Get down on
so
it.
gooey. It just doesn't. I should get that up. Ugh.
I think marshmallow.
Think cream cheese. Easy.
Grab a cracker.
Oh my God, no!
Come on,
Oh, this is not.
it's for science.
It's good. It's good for you, man.
This is not. This is not buttery and nutty.
Did
This
you taste it?
Some kind of nutty.
Oh, God.
Some kind of nutty.
Come on, man.
Do you like brie? No. Okay.
Come on, Bumpy, here comes your flame.
I can't smell it again. Okay. Mm.
It's not as bad as it smells.
Cheesers,
No.
Bobby. Cheesers.
It's not that bad. Get it together, man.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not.
Trust me, you get some of that outside, you ain't gonna like that.
All right, this one's like super salty. It's like mozzarella cheese, like the pulled cheese kind of, but like saturated in salt. I can kind of see it like a little on the tail end, a little bit of a nutty butteriness to the flavor, but I can't. Yeah, the smell on that I can't get past that smell.
And try a little outside.
Yeah, I mean, flavor wise, it's not the worst thing. It's much better than that. Whatever the hell it was, the Willoughby cheese that I had. But yeah, I don't know the texture thing too. I'm not gonna eat any more of the cheese. Just not gonna do it. But whatever's lingering on the mouth here.
Just send me the cheese, then I'll eat it.
Give it to your dog.
I mean, it's kind of like adding salt to a wheat beer. Actually, that kind of brought out. It's kind of bringing out kind of a nuttiness from the remaining flavor of the cheese. A nutty breadiness, kind of. But there is a lingering salt still that kind of mixes with the kind of citrus notes from the wheat. So it almost makes it like a salted citrusy wheat beer. All right. I guess the beer and the cheese at least kind of work together a little bit there. All right.
But going back
You
in.
just want to eat the
I'm
cheese.
not going back. I can't. No.
They work. I just can't eat the cheese ever again.
All right. All right, man.
At least
Well, you tried it. You tried it. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Cheers, Bumpy.
Cheers, Bumpy. Thank you,
Cheers.
man. All right. Follow beats.
All right, so I'm thirsty, so I'm gonna go for the beer first. I said it's the Dangerous Night Crew from Drecker, 5.5% pale. It's smelling real citrus, like almost a little bit of mango there too. Oh, really, really light. Definitely a pale. Definitely a pale. Like no bitter, like hardly at all. Like there, you get a little hoppy flavor, but man, it's like 5.5%. Oh yeah, it's delicious. It did color up a little bit more when it set. When I originally poured it, I was saying it was kind of gray and muddled, but it does have a little bit. It's not a bright orange beer by any means, but it does have a little bit of yellowish color to it. Yeah, it's really light. It's surprisingly light. It did say when I looked at the store, the guy said that it was like a hazy style pale, but on their website, well, when I looked it up, it said that Pale Ale New England, which I don't know what that means. I guess it's made with maybe a New England style yeast.
Or just like hazy New England Pale Ale. So instead of New England IPA, probably just
Keep it at a pale ale status. Not quite an IPA, but they do it in New
I
England.
had a couple
way.
from Burlington that were like that. They were total hitters, man.
Yeah, this is awesome. Like, if you're not a huge IPA or like double IPA guy, this is giving you a lot of those flavor notes, but on a lot subtler of a palate. Like it doesn't destroy you after. Like you could just go from this to the cheese. I feel like is going to be pretty pleasant.
cheeser.
Right. Cheesers. Oh my God, I forgot to put the banner up.
Jesus Christ.
Damn it.
So that's the pepper jack. I do get a little bit of heat right off the bat. Nothing much though. You feel the pepper. It's good jack cheese, but I'd say the pepper's a little bit dry in there. Anybody that's got any experience with some pepper jack knows sometimes the pepper can be like almost chunky, like a kind of a gritty kind of texture. I think it's good. Let's try a little bit more beer.
Cheesers.
Good work.
It works together.
Sure.
The beer definitely is going to overpower the cheese. Still, just doesn't have enough flavor. I like pepper jack, but I'd rather have a different kind of cheese with pepper in it. Like just jack cheese in general, it just has that a little like funk kick, but you almost need like something more. I'm not a big cheese connoisseur, but I'd rather have like a aged sharp cheddar by itself than a jack cheese most days. So I'll pass it to the next guys.
All righty. Cheers, Paulo. Thank you.
Follow.
Thank you. All right. East Coast.
All right. So I had to look it up. It doesn't show it on the can, but this is 5.8% alcohol by volume. I don't see it at all. But yeah, head's still sticking around. It's got this nice aroma on this. There's still a lot of bubbles too. Peach, lemon, and mango. Maybe like a little bit of papaya. It's definitely more on the tropical side. This is kind of like what you have, Paulo. This is like a New England pale ale as well.
Well, that beer's been around for quite a while. That Pseudo Sue, I think at one time it was like a super highly sought after beer, and now it's kind of all over the place.
Yeah, I've never had this.
Toppling Goliath has really grown, but first time I had it, it was a lot more clear. But they definitely turned it to more of like a haze style. Still tastes the same. I haven't had it probably a year. Almost bought it today.
There's like a little bit of hop resin, but it's definitely more juice forward. Definitely more on the tropical side than citrusy, in my opinion. A little bit of breadiness, some sweet malts as well. But yeah, this looks really good. I'm gonna dive into this. Cheers, guys.
Nice. Cheers, Tanner.
Cheers, man. They make good stuff.
Well, I like that. Definitely a little bit papaya on the finish. Almost no bitterness. Definitely peach and mango up front. Lime is a nice breadiness as well. It's actually not as carbonated as I thought it would be with the amount of effervescence. I'd say it's about light to medium carbonation. Super creamy on the mouthfeel though. It's almost like they're using like some flaked oats or something. A little bit of like honey-like sweetness, decent malt backbone. Yeah, it's good. I like it, but the tropical flavor is very subdued, and it's kind of, you're getting more of like the malt and the hops. Not more of the hops, but like they're more noticeable in my opinion. Like on the finish, it's kind of just, it's very well balanced, but the juicy tropical flavor isn't really standing out. And I guess that's the whole New England Pale Ale style. It's where you're not going to get that super big burst of flavor, but it's still good. I like this. Definitely very chuggable, drinkable. 5.8%. Decent ABV. I'm not really used to that. I don't even remember the last time I had like a New England style pale ale. Usually just New England IPAs. But yeah, it's good. The cheese, it's starting to dry up a little bit, which is nice in my opinion. It's very oily. There's just like, see, that's just a pepper hanging on. Pepper jack cheese always reminds me of nachos. Get a little bit of that spice, nuttiness, a little tangy, but for the most part, you know, the peppery, spicy aroma definitely takes over. A little bit of that like cheesy funk. But yeah, I'm gonna try this one out. Cheers, guys. Cheesers.
Chasers.
Boy, it's got like a big crunch.
I think that's one I haven't tried. Sergeant.
A little bit of spice up front. Definitely the heat starts to linger. Soft, creamy. It's not astringent at all. Ooh, that spice is nice.
Habanero.
Yeah, well, there's 4 different ones. I couldn't tell you exactly which tastes like what. It says red bell, jalapeno, serrano, and habanero. Yeah, probably the habanero that's noticed the most. But yeah, it's good. The peppers add like a little bit of like a crunch on the bite. The cheese is nice and soft, creamy, easy to swallow. The spice isn't overpowering to the point where it's like making me want to take a sip of the beer. You get that nice lingering spice. Not really tangy. There's a little bit of that nuttiness up front, but for the most part, I definitely think the peppers kind of overpower the actual cheese flavor of it. But that one's the end piece. I don't usually like those. They give like a waxy taste, and I usually don't like the end ones. But yeah, the cheese is not bad. I like it. It's got a nice spice, and let's see how it pairs with this. I guess you could call it like a New England Pale Ale. Cheesers, guys.
Cheesers.
If you haven't tried their King Sue, I recommend that too.
What is it?
Their King Sue.
Oh, I think I've seen that. Yeah.
It's the double dry hop IPA version.
Mm.
They do variants of it too.
I was right on the side of this one. the papaya note is actually way more noticeable. That papaya note has that little bit of that earthy hop resin like flavor. The spice definitely kind of enhances that papaya note. Cuts back on more of like the peach. It's still nice and sweet. I definitely think it enhances the hops in the beer. You get a little bit more of that bitterness. Try this one. Honey like sweetness kind of cuts through the spice a little bit. Works well. I do like it. Let's try it the other way. Let's try the beer first. All right. Well, that's that end piece. I don't want that. What? No, it's got like that. You know, it's got like that. Probably can't see. See, it's kind of like waxy. I don't like it. I don't know. I don't like the end pieces.
Preservatives of
It's got
sorts.
like that waxy like texture. I'm not a big fan of that at all.
That's where it was touching the plastic.
All right. Oh, excuse me. All right, let's try the beer before the cheese. Now. Oh, excuse me. Holy shit. There's a slight acidity in the beer. I think it kind of enhances the tanginess, but for the most part, that peppery, spicy note just starts to ramp up, and it just like completely washes away the flavor that you got from the beer up front. Definitely like it with the cheese first. I think I'm gonna have a good score for the two. I have a good score for the two as on their own. As far as the pairing, I think it worked out decent, but I would much rather have it with like a cheddar or something. But yeah, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Ah,
brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you,
Thank you, Mr.
Dankeschön.
Beer.
SPG.
Cheers, East Coast.
Oh, Queen.
Great looking beer. Mine is barely alive at this point. Just that 5.2 blackberry wheat. So I'm parched. So it smells more of a tart berry than a blackberry. Raspberry is a little more tart. It smells more like that, but see what it tastes like. Actually, very subtle on the sweetness. Wasn't expecting that. It's more of that wheat beer with like a back end of sweetness. I wouldn't even be able to say that it was blackberry, but it's just a nice little sweet. What was it? 4.5%. Easy to drink beer. Habanero cheese. We'll see if it's sweet enough or even like a heavy enough beer to overpower this cheese here.
Cheesers.
Nice and warm. Oh, I can taste the heat already. There's some nice habaneros in there. I shouldn't have done that to myself.
I'm jealous of all this extra spicy pepper jack here.
It's actually very nice. But that spice always builds with hot peppers. If anybody eats hot peppers, you know that. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to go ahead and see if it's this here little tiny wheat beer can help with that.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good night.
Cheers.
I
Definitely.
sure am.
Cheers.
Yeah, not too much going on with this. I'd say this is a good like summer beer. Slightly sweet, low ABV. You can crush them and stay hydrated throughout the day. The cheese is in the back of the throat, warming the head. This isn't really going to help with that, but I think it's absolutely delicious. And I'm probably going to eat too much of this cheese. But I think a heavier beer, like one of your guys' pale ale, New England pale ales, would definitely cope with this a little better. But nonetheless, good beer. I'd give it a try for like a nice drinkable summer beer. My dog's getting a barking spree, so I'll say cheers.
Cheers.
He goes
Cheers.
rough.
Cheers.
Rough.
Thank
Cheers,
you,
everybody.
All right.
Cheers.
Chatty, are you ready? Ding.
I know what you are, but what am I? I've been playing around with this a little bit, so I'm going to actually start with the Smiles Pace American Pale Ale. Looks good copper color. Still getting some effervescence in it. The head is absolutely pretty much dissipated, although I'm spilling on my new rug. Gosh darn it. You pissed on my rug, man. Just kidding. But yeah, it's good looking beer. Give it a smell.
Nears.
Nosers.
Nosers. Yeah, there you
There's
go.
a couple of things I'm picking up. I'm getting almost like a yogurtness, like the creaminess of like a yogurt. It's really nice. And I'm also picking up on the hops, which reminds me of the first time I went to Dry Dock in 2005 and walked in there, and it was almost like a kind of like a skunky smell from the hops, from the beer brewing. I'm getting some of that from this, so it's kind of making me reminisce from another local brewery. But yeah, I'm kind of picking up strawberry. Cheers. Let me try the beer.
Cheers. Slancher. Kampai. Scout.
Fun.
Australia.
Australia.
Oh, that's good. I can't even tell it's 49 IBU at all. Like, there's no, bitterness in my mind in this beer. I'm just getting that creaminess, that strawberry, just some citrus with it. That is very, very tasty. Government I gotta pull you guys back up. Government cheese for all. Hell yeah, buddy. All right, here's my cheese. I just cut up the rest of it. Just pile them on. I'll smell the cheese. Definitely picking up the salt and the jalapeno peppers in here. Yeah, it smells like just a standard pepper jack cheese. Oh, I dropped it.
Oh,
Yeah.
fluid, Daddy-o.
Don't drop
Melty, it's creamy. Getting the pepper flavor from it. In my mind, you know me. I mean, come on, look up there. Come on. The jalapeno is very it's a mild bagger, mild spiciness. Gosh, I can't talk today, but it's a really good cheese, and yeah, my hands are oily from like cutting it and handling it, so it's very, very oily cheese. Is this maple leaf? So I'm just looking for it, but the wrapper. But yeah, I'm all over the place today, guys. It's been a weird day at work. I've been off for a few hours, but still my brain is just everywhere. All right, so I'm gonna go with some cheese before the beer. Let's see how that goes.
Cheesers again.
Cheers again.
Bumpy's about to barf.
Bumpy, have another piece of cheese. Take your money.
Yeah, get you another lab.
Bodily fluid smells.
Wow, that works. It works. It's so nice. You get that creaminess, that smoothness from the beer and from the cheese, and then you get like the strawberry flavor and the jalapenos just intertwining together. Wow. The cheese before the beer is awesome. Let's pressure look and try beer before cheese.
And again.
Cheesers again.
I get it all over.
Cheesers again.
It doesn't work out that well. The cheese overwhelms the beer, but wow, the other way around. Awesome. I'll have some numbers next time around.
All righty.
Cheese and beer.
Cheers and cheesers, Chatty-o. a lot of C's and
Cheers
CHs in there.
and cheese and cheers and
Jeez, cheese. All right. Well, it's my turn. SPG is cracking another beer. It must be really hot. I cracked about 3 so far. I'm feeling a little more randy now. Feeling good. All right.
Baby, yeah.
I needed that, man. My head was like a concrete block. I'm sure Bumpy's is as well. I think I was a little hungover this morning. Yeah. So let's get the beer first. Let's get the beer. So crazy, man. 5.1% American wheat here with citrus added. And the citrus I get is definitely more of a navel orange, actually. I think what made it smell more tan, I can't even steer it. I think what made it more tangerine-like is there's a little bit of a grapefruit lemon kind of thing going on. It's more of like an orange zest with like a grapefruit back in the nose. Like, I don't know, you get it. It's all mixed. It's really nice, though, well blended. Yeah, dude. A slight like cerealness to it or something in the malts. It seems very well balanced, though. Yeah, very clean, crisp smelling. Very nice. Nice summer beer. Looking at it again, good lacing. Can't see through it. Good hazy looking wheat. Unfiltered. Nice golden hay color. Let's drink it. Cheers.
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 Yeah, light, very light, crisp, almost somewhat watery, sessionable. Of course, I'm used to these bigger beers, and I was just drinking on something bigger. So I should have had some water before this. Hold on a second. Just one more. There's a floral bite to this. Like a grassy, hay-like floralness. Citrus is right on the top edge. It's like adding orange and grapefruit to your like water and letting it sit out for a while. You guys do that with like cucumbers and other mint and stuff like that. It's like doing that though, but adding like citrus. It's like got that. It's still watery, but it's got that thing on the top that kind of says, "Hey, I'm citrusy." It's nice though. It's wet. It's
like
not really.
What's that? Like putting in like a whole chunk of lemon, not just the juice, like the whole lemon.
Yeah, like the whole, and even
squirting.
squirting. Yeah. Oh, damn camera. Yeah, so yeah, kind of a little bit of zest squirt in there though. Like you're getting a little bit of a squeeze, but it's nice on the mouth. It's very loosey goosey. It's still got the flavors that it says, which is nice. It's a wheat. I haven't had an American wheat in a long time. They always seem to be a little more. I always like the Belgian wheat, like a Weiss beer or something like that. A little more yeastier, stuff like that. A little more flavors. These seem to be a little more lofty or like lighter, or not as flavorful. I don't know, but not bad for the summer beer though. Lawnmower beer for sure. All right, so getting into the curds, I got a large curd. Ooh, I got a real nice, like a pithy orange thing when I closed my mouth together. That was nice. So I'm digging in. Let's get some cottage cheese up in here.
I would have brought cottage cheese. I just don't like it.
Oh, really? I love cottage cheese. It's an English cheese, an English style cheese.
Mold over the
yeah. I forgot to smell it. Yeah, I got a little citrusy, milky citrusy cow kind of thing going on. It's very creamy, very whole milky creamy. A little bit of a sour kind of citrus zest thing in there. Very, very nice. This is actually a pretty good. These are good, big, large curds. That tastes really good. It mushes in the mouth. Just goes. I've never actually had this like without a fruit. I've always just. I like it on my pork chops with applesauce and stuff like that. It's really good.
That might not be too bad on meat. I've never thought about on meat.
Really good with pork. Really good.
I do like some applesauce and pork chops.
Applesauce and pork chops. Yeah, and then having that on the side though, that would be kind of nice.
Yeah, that's
maybe with your salad. Good. Yeah. Really good with a salad or something like that, or maybe even like put over the top of something salad or something. But no, that's really creamy, cow milky. Very good. Let's go ahead and eat some more.
Going with the hot stuff, I see.
Oh, good. And what was this? Teaser?
Cheesers.
Teasers, beer man.
Jesus.
Cottage
Just
cheese.
It's good. It's not bad. It washes down all over me. It washes down the kind of the mushiness on the mouth, kind of leaves a pastiness, so it washes that all down. The beer does, but it leaves you kind of tasting. Whoops, there goes some curd. It kind of, you still taste the orange and the grapefruit, the orange zest and stuff pull through the cheese better. It's really nice to have a lighter beer, this light beer with the lighter cheese. It's kind of nice to kind of put them together. I would have actually liked to try this with some pepper jack, a little spice in there would have been nice. This is very good though. It's not super salty. It's just very creamy and moist and gooey and mushy in the mouth. It's nice. I like it. Let's have it for beer for cheese.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, something like a pepper jack probably would work well with like it had like coriander or something in it. That'd probably go well.
Oh, very good. Yeah. And then a little yeast of Weiss, like a Weiss beer would go really good.
Yeah.
Now the cheese just basically dominates the beer. That's how light the beer is. It just the cheese is actually, and this is like technically from all the cheeses I've ever had, this is probably a lighter one that I've ever had, and it just kind of like takes over the beer.
Yeah, it's kind of strange,
kind of weird. Yeah,
kind of cheese isn't very like dominant flavor, you know.
It's not.
Like doesn't milk like with your palate, doesn't like milk and dairy and stuff. It's just
it coats it.
Probably because of that, it's gonna just wipe your palate clean.
Yep, it rubs all up and down your palate, around your tongue. The beer kind of just goes away, subdues it. You don't taste any more beer really. You get a little citrus bite in there from the orange and stuff still, but it doesn't. The wateriness isn't there anymore. It's almost like having a pureed sour or something. You know, it's just it kind of makes it thicker. It's kind of nice. I like it both ways. This one's both good both ways. But in sexual terminology. All right. So good stuff, man. That was fun to try. So just tuning back in, I left as Bumpy was gagging on his BRIE. Must rewatch tomorrow. Oh God. All right. So let's get our last thoughts in. Let's start with miscellaneous, of course.
Cheers, beer man.
Cheers,
All
guys. Yeah.
Sound like you said BRIE, man. I'm sorry.
The BRIE that I had. I mean, it's pretty good. I honestly, it's not made to be eaten, consumed the way it was consumed in our own panel. Like I said, typically it's left out you leave it out and it gets to room temperature. It's a lot more creamy, buttery textured. Like I said, most people you put it in the oven, you bake it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought
crusty bread, you dip it and eat it. Way it's like a real loose, gooey consistency, almost a fondue-esque type of deal. Not bad. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of the mildewy moldiness of it myself. The inside of it's great. I said rich, buttery, nutty. Bumpy's was salty as hell. Mine was not. So I guess you could always keep that in perspective. Not all cheese is the same, even if it's the same style. So that being said, the BRIE's not bad. Honestly, going to score better than the beer, I think. I'll put it at 90.
Nice.
Eating it the way that I ate it. That being said, I'd like to try it a couple different ways. I'm just, when I get home from work, I'm not turning the oven on. If I had an air fryer, I could have chucked it in there. Anyways, yeah. So for the beer, the Old Speckled Hen, this ain't nothing special. I'm not going to lie to you. I did like the bready notes that I got out of it. pretty balanced. Flavor's okay. I'd say very mild caramel notes along with a nice bready doughiness to it. Very, very, very mild, slight bitterness at the finish. Like almost, you get it, but like virtually almost not there. You know, you'd really have to be picking this thing apart. That being said, drinkability is okay. I will say this. I prefer the non-nitro version of this. And I love nitro beer. Definitely think the non-nitro is better. Pick the bottle up. Don't get the can. That's just my personal preference. But they only sell 12 ounces. That's what sucks. But they get you with this. What's the 440 mil? I don't know what that is.
Widget, right?
We live in America.
500 is 16 ounces.
14.9 fluid ounces. So even though this looks like a 16-ounce can, there's a device in there called a widget, which causes displacement. It's probably, you could see it down in there. That's that white dealy. They affix it to the bottom of the can, just like Left Hand Brewery does.
Yeah.
Out of Colorado. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, Beer Advocate didn't really have a good score for this. I'm going to be a little more generous than them because they beat people down. I put this at an 80, the nitro version. Not my favorite by any means. I wouldn't say my favorite malt bomb from over the pond either from England. I'm a big fan of God, what's that other company? The big one over there. Starts with an F, I think.
Fuck.
Brain farted.
I don't think that's
Fuller's.
Fuller. Oh yeah, okay.
They make some really good English malt bombs. So
I like Fuller's.
yeah. So 80 on the beer. Pairing.
If you give me high cheese, you're gonna shit yourself.
It went to what? Oh, the dog.
Dogs, yeah, sorry.
Anyways, pairing wise, it kind of yes, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you're awesome. Damn it, I lost my train of thought. I don't know. I mean, I definitely will say I did have adverse effects. Beer before cheese, and then beer, and then cheese. They were both very tolerable. Like I said, if you're more into the outside of the brie, maybe not so much. Not for me. Overall, let's go with an 87 total.
Nice.
So now, Bumpy, was that the beer that I had when I hung out with you and John, and you had the French onion cheese? I think so, right?
Me, the old speckle. I've only.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I have had. Yeah. Yep. I remember having.
Yeah. Bumpy sex. Yeah, that's right. You did drink this.
Yeah.
Try the non-nitro version, and then try this. I might actually go to the store and do a head-to-head.
I like the non-nitro.
So
cool
I'd rather have that too.
I mean, I honestly I do. I'm a big fan of nitro beers, and this one just it ain't hitting it.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about it. So cheers, guys.
Cool. Cheers, Miscellaneous. Thank you. Yeah, we'll go. We'll do shout outs at the end. Cool. Bumpy, are you ready?
Ready to go to bed.
Better wake your ass.
Yeah, I can't fairly score the cheese because it's obviously not a cheese make. The aromas on it were really hard to get past. The inside, the flavor, when you get past the texture of it, because it's like a big wad of phlegm or some other type of nastiness that might come out of somebody. The flavors weren't too bad. I mean, mine was extra salty, but it did have some interesting notes of the mozzarella kind of getting a little bit kind of buttery, nutty. And it was, yeah. So overall, the flavor of it wasn't horrific. The beer, it's a pretty simple wheat beer with some added extra citrus to it. I'm gonna score it at a 40 out of 50. 80 out of 100 if you want, but it's going to land at the good range. On Untapped, out of 17 check-ins, this beer, 17 people averaged it out to a 4.03. So pretty close to what I gave it, and yeah, I'll say that the beer and the cheese actually went pretty well together for what I did have of the cheese, but it did some interesting things with the flavors from whatever was lingering in my mouth. It's a pretty potent cheese with some strong lingering flavor notes, mostly the salt, but some of that kind of weird nuttiness and stuff that also was in there. So,
all right. Well, next is the Icelandic shark. You got to try.
No,
So good.
Yeah, no,
Don't do that.
I'm gonna stop trying to
Don't do
do
that.
things that I think that I probably won't like.
Save your buddy.
Yeah, threw away $7 of cheese because it was horrible.
Damn it, dude.
That's why I asked the wife if she liked brie. She said
Save it
no.
and put it in the oven tomorrow and take another stab at it.
It's in the trash. I am not digging it out. Put it in the oven.
Bring it to work. Put it on the table with some crackers.
Yeah.
See who eats it.
It's like a
I think it's sabotage.
third of the week.
Yeah, I think
Maybe
that
they're tearing it up.
Probably fire me for being a terrorist or something.
Maybe in there tearing it up. Who brought this good ass cheese, man? It's like good shit.
Yeah, man. It's so creamy.
Not for everybody.
All right, Bumpy. Well, good, man. Thank you, man. Cheers to you. Thanks for trying. All right.
Thanks for trying.
All right, so I'm basically just gonna overlook the cheese because it was just regular grocery store brand cheese. I mean, it's pepper jack cheese, the run of the mill. You know, I'd give it a 5 out of 10. You know, it's nothing special, nothing to write home about. It's just your average cheese, something you would probably get on a cheap burger with pepper jack cheese. The beer, I will say, it's going to get some pretty high notes. For the ABV at being only 5.5%, it's one of the most flavorful at that percent of alcohol that I've ever had. On all the good notes, it's hitting on all your citrus notes. You get the hops come through a little bit. I wish it was a little more bitter, but it's a pale ale. It's not supposed to be bitter, but for that low of an ABV, it's right where it should be. I don't know what the IBU is on it. I'm sure it's going to be low, but it's got all the things hitting for it. I would rather it be a lot clearer for a pale ale, but I guess this is a new thing.
Yeah, they just add the New England
New
at
England
the end.
pale.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
know.
that-
Or
come on,
hazy
Steve.
pale. I don't know, but they're definitely quite delicious. This is the first Drecker that I've had. I do have access to all of their stuff. I know some of you guys get a lot of them. They've recently come in a distro in my area here in Ohio. Like the last 2 or 3 months, I've been seeing them. I'm not big on sours and stouts, but when I do run across some of the IPAs, I'm definitely going to pick them up. So I know I've seen here on Beerman's channel, Drecker's one of the highly regarded breweries. New
Definitely.
to me, but for kind of blowed me away for just a little simple 5.5% pale ale. Cheers, guys! Thanks for having me on.
Cheers, man.
I
Cheers.
just want to say, I can't remember now. It was something about all the MBR was talking about the nitro beers. I've never really had a nitro that was like a blonde. I think I've had one one time that was like a not a dark beer, and there's something off on it. Like I've had plenty of nitro beers that are just so luscious and the mouth feel. You guys, if you've had a good nitro beer, especially on tap, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's like if it's not a dark beer, it doesn't give that same vibe. I don't know. But,
Right.
it made me think of that when he said that. I was just seemed unusual for it to even be a canned nitro beer that wasn't dark.
I've seen a few. Like I said, Left Hand made a
Damn,
sawtooth.
Adam.
It was a nitro amber ale, which was different.
Yeah.
Right.
That was my favorite they did on Nitro, and they don't do it anymore, and I'm kind of upset.
I
The
saw it
sawtooth.
last year. It came back out.
Yeah, I haven't seen it this year, Sawtooth on Nitro, but whew, it's good.
Definitely a different approach, with the lighter ones and stuff. So I've always seen them in a darker form. But yeah. Well, cool, man.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, Paulo. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
All right. Well, you ready, Tyler?
Oh yeah, I can't recall just because I had the banner and the. So, you guys remember when Sam Adams used to do the nitro? They had the nitro IPA and stuff. That was probably the only one that I've ever had. Was one of those.
I think I did have that one, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of it either. So for the cheese, the Fiesta Pepper Jack. Oh wow, it's actually getting very soft because it's kind of humid in this room. I like it. I really like the lingering spice on it. It's got some good flavor. I think somebody who could pick up the peppers better than I could, maybe someone who's like more of like a pepper connoisseur or something, would really appreciate this cheese more than I would. I'm still gonna give it a 90. I think it's pretty good. I like it. I like the spice. I could see melting this on some nachos. I think that would actually work really well. And for the beer, the Pseudo Sue Pale Ale. At first, I was kind of like, "Oh wow, this is very lacking in flavor," but it isn't. When I let it sit and it warmed a little bit, it actually like really got complex. I got a little bit like a white grape note. The flavors start to stand out a little bit more when it starts. So when it's like super, super cold, you don't really notice it as much as when it starts to warm up a little bit. And I will say for a 5.8% New England Pale Ale, which is a style that I'm not really necessarily familiar
Sliding
with.
down.
I think it's really good. I'm going to give it a 95 out of 100. I like this. I'll pick it up again. Yeah, I think it's just a really good beer for what it is, 5.8%. If you don't want to drink these 7-8% New England IPAs, you don't want to get super sloshed. You want something that's a little bit lighter on the ABV, but still packs a good amount of flavor. I definitely would recommend trying this one out. I had this is only my second toppling Goliath beer. I also had the Radiant Haze, I believe. And that was pretty good too. So for the most part, for what I've tried by these guys, I think they're doing a really good job. And I'd like to try the other one you guys were talking about, because I believe that can was right on the side of this one. It was the double IPA, double dry hop.
That one's got a lot of flavor.
What was
It's like
the name?
the Big Brother. King Sue?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I do remember seeing that. Yeah, I'm gonna pick that up. Maybe I'll bring that to the show or something, or possibly just do a review on my channel. But for rating for the pairing, there was like I said, the papaya note in the beer was brought out a little bit more with the cheese. The cheese kind of cut back on the sweetness. Like I said, I'd much rather have this with like a cheddar or something. I think maybe it'll enhance more of like the juicy tropical flavor rather than that earthy hoppy flavor that I was getting with the papaya in the beer. I'll give it like an 88. I think there's some other cheeses that would pair a lot better with this beer. And I think there is a beer like Beerman was saying, like a wheat beer or something. Maybe you get that coriander would work pretty well with the spiciness of the cheese.
Yeah.
But yeah, 88 for the pairing. And overall, both the products are good. But like I said, I think you could pair some better stuff with either of the two. So cheers, guys.
Nice. Cheers. Cheers, East Coast. All right.
Man, I'm trying to find that IBU on his
Let's
beer.
get an SBG up here.
Oh, that's a collab beer. That's a collab beer that Paulo had with Olympian Brewing Company.
Oliphant. I read it off at the beginning.
All right.
I read the description. It sounds pretty cool.
Cheers is delicious, but it brings the heat. So this is my third one of these guys. I've been eating it. After the first two pieces, I said I wasn't going to eat anymore, but you want to go back to it. Something about it makes you want to go back. It's a delicious cheese. Fantastic cheese. I mean,
go back for the burn.
You go back for it, and like I said earlier, I wish a better beer, like a more of a heavy body beer would be perfect with it. But it's working well. It's helping me send these beers quite fastly, which is a good thing. We get a little buzz going, and we get that burn in the buzz. This beer is nothing special. I mean, it's a 4.5% blackberry wheat. It's got a little bit of a sweetness. It's just a nice beer. I mean, I give this beer, I'd buy it again. I'd buy it again if I was going golfing and wanted that nice tasting beer throughout the morning while I was golfing in the morning and getting drunk. Each our own.
Fun. That sounds fun.
The cheese at first, something low ABV you can drink during the day. The cheese at first I thought it was a little much, but if you eat it a little slowly, I bet with crackers would help absorb a lot of that heat. And you drink it with a nice sweet beer. I give that cheese a freaking 9 out of 10. It's delicious. Everything I've had from River Rat has been good. They make some really good aged cheddars, like 3-year aged cheddars that are just yummy. Yummy, yummy. The beer, a little less on the side of wow factor. I mean, it's good. I'd buy it again. I'll give this like a 7. But together, as you can tell, they're great. They're just great, actually. Like the cheese got a 9, just got a 7. So, with my dog really wants some, but he can't have it. So together, I guess it's just got to be an 8 out of 10. Equal 8 out of 10. Great
Perfect.
pairing.
That is great. That's a good pairing, man. Right on. Cheers, SBG, man. Thank you.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers, everybody.
All right. Chatty.
So I'm going to start with the. Oh, shit. I was supposed to give that back to the Avalanche last night. Don't let them know I have it.
I thought that was real.
Doesn't that look good? I was like, putting it together. I was like, damn, Mom. But no.
It's not. It's not. No.
But for the beer, the 222 Smiles Paces or Smiles Pace. It's just like horrible handwriting. It looks like paw. Smiles Pace APA. It's a very, very, very tasty beer.
Thanks, Paulo.
And I just texted one of the guys that works up there. I'm like, something is like different about this. He said, well, we're trying to get rid of all of the New Zealand hops that the previous brewer bought that was like pretty much unused, and like, oh shoot, we gotta start using it. So they actually changed up the APA and threw some New Zealand hops in it, and it's giving it some different flavors. Like, I'm not used to strawberry in there. The citrus, it's a little different than normal. I mean, this beer is really good. Not the best APA I've had, but the beer itself, I give it an 8.9 or 89. Sorry, 89 out of 100. So it's an 89. So it's a big BB plus. I like it. It's, just trying to get rid of extra, grains and hops and stuff. It came out pretty well. As for the cheese, it's gone. I ate the whole thing. Half pound of this pepper jack from Maple Leaf cheese.
Oh boy.
Nice.
In my belly. In my belly. I like this cheese.
Tomorrow's going to be a great day for you.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm regular again. Yay. But yeah, it was a half a pound of freaking cheese. It was a good
Gonna have a cheese baby.
Yeah, exactly. That cheese itself.
If you can get it out.
Oh, that's what the beer's for. But the cheese itself is a 95 out of 100. I love this cheese. Every time it goes on sale for $5, I pick up a block of it like this because I'm like, you know what? I like the cheese. I just like snacking on it and everything. It's a great cheese. With the beer, it was weird. The cheese before the beer, phenomenal. I can't even talk. Phenomenal. It was great. But the beer before the cheese, not so great. So combined, I'll give that 90 combined. It worked out. I mean, it was almost like a 98 when I had the cheese first. It was like, holy cow, when I flipped it around. So yeah, overall, I'll give it a 90 out of 100. The combination, it worked. It was pretty good. I'm glad I tried it. Now let me get this thing back to the Avalanche before they realized I might have dented it more than they did.
It's a FBI at your door. Right on, Chatio. Good scores. Good score. Good overall. All right. Well, let's get this going. All right. So, man, great chat tonight. Great panel. Great cheeses. Except for Bumpy's. I know. I'm sorry. But at least you tried it. Yeah, that's all that matters. Oh, damn it, dude.
I'd like to try some of that naked
Tender.
too.
Even you can F.
Yeah.
I got it.
He's
I got it.
God.
I got it
What are
quick.
you guys trying to do? All right. We're not a fuck show. All right. Fucking our cheese.
I
I
get-
guess.
I
Our
get-
beers.
There's like 8 guys here.
God almighty. Exactly, John. Jesus. All right. So cheese. This cheese was good. No, it wasn't. It was a cheese. It's cottage cheese. Good large curd cheese. Cottage cheese. It was good. I liked it. Milky, nice, soft in the mouth, just a good average. Actually, the Dairy Gold's really good. I think that's the creamiest I've ever had of cottage cheese. So I had that nice little citrus punch in there, a little bite of that, and a little spritz, and more of like a lemon, kind of a lemon spritzy thing or something. Yeah, so a lemon, some coriander would go really well with that kind of cheese, I think. A lighter Belgian wheat or German wheat or something like that would go really nice. So I would give this beer I thought it was great. Or cheese, excuse me. Talking about the cheese. I give the cottage cheese a 91. I'll go 91. I'll just say 91. Keep it nice. It passes. It's good. I like it. No, let's go 93. Fuck it. I like it. It was good. I'll have it again. The beer was great. I wrote some notes. I want to make sure I say it. But orange grapefruit fresca is what I'm getting with a little bit of cereal, like Cheerios or something, as the malt side, and then Cheerio, and then slight orange crush-like feel, like an orange soda, but not as sweet, of course, like the soda is. Very light, watery, very nice, though. Good American wheat. Probably one of the better American wheats I've had. I'll give this a 94 out of 100. Thought it was delicious. The pairing was amazing both ways. Mainly the cottage cheese or the cheese before the beer was better, as it did. The beer didn't the cheese didn't smother the beer, so I could kind of get both things coming out. Got more orange, got more zest, got more grapefruit, all that stuff, along with the creaminess, and it added a thickness to it, kind of like that, with lactose in a beer or something like that. It was really nice. So the mixture was a 95 out of 100 for sure. Oh, show. Very good stuff. I liked it. I recommend trying a cottage cheese one day. Just try it. Try it sometime. When we do an open table, try it. That's all I have. Let's go to the panel. And let me just, geez, this is going to be hard. We got a big one today.
I'd recommend cottage cheese with like other food other than beer for a first time, probably. Like Babin, but yeah, cottage cheese is
we're good. Cool.
a cured taste, kind of texture.
Yeah, texture for sure. Yeah, if you mush it in the mouth, you really get a lot more. And as it warmed, it got more flavorful. Actually, weirdly enough, I would rather have something cold when it comes to cheese. I guess,
Yeah.
because it starts to get a little nasty. But it's not bad actually. Warmer. But
Warm cottage cheese.
yeah, that sounds
Cold
like
beer.
something that comes out of my butt. All right, so let's
will be.
get. Oh, I'm doing that finger thing again. Let's put them right here on my hips. I got on my hips. Miscellaneous, start us off.
All right. Few things going on. All right. So I don't know. There's probably not that many people watching. I gotta make a video on my YouTube. I've had a lot of events happen in my life recently. So I've had to reach out into a social media platform that I'm only using to contact people that I've known in actual real life that I've had to track back down due to tragic events. So no disrespect to anybody who hits me up off of YouTube or anything like that, but that's not what I'm using that for. Probably not going to accept friend things from that. It's for a totally different purpose than that solely. That being said, tomorrow's going to be my birthday. What am I doing? I have no idea. Probably getting drunk somewhere. I'll tell you that.
Let's go.
It's your birthday.
You're getting
really?
older.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Oh, happy birthday.
Nice.
Jeez, man.
Well, it's Wednesday. You got plenty of
Birthday
options.
beer
You
session.
only turned 21 once.
Oh, shit. I wish.
Me too. Jeez.
I guess you gotta get drunk.
Yeah.
Pushing my
Thursday
50s.
night. I don't know if I'm going to do quite an open panel. I have thoughts. I've had thoughts on doing this show for a while. I might have a few people on, talk about that off air. But I do have this thing I'm trying to pitch. It's going to be called Inebriated Thoughts. So probably pick a few key points dealing with beer, and maybe have a discussion, maybe a smaller panel, maybe 3 to 4 people max. That way it just doesn't get too crowded, and it keeps for a more concise show. Other than that, yeah, that'll be at 8 o'clock Thursday on my show. I'm not sure. Might just review some products. It could be hungover and not even do a show. So be prepared for that. Yeah. Other than that, you can go check out Leprechaun TV at the hot seat right after my show. Barbecue Banner, interviews, recipe swaps, restaurant stories. Very, very good show that starts at 9 o'clock Eastern on Leprechaun TVs. And go check out Last Beer, aka Late Beer. Sunday at 8 o'clock for Beer Bowl discussions. He opens up with a beer review, and we talk about relevant beer news that's going on in the world. So that's pretty much it. I'd like to shout John out, but Stout Sunday's more happening on his channel. Random beer reviews. Go check him out. Good guy.
Right on. I added you as a moderator, SBG.
As a mutter.
Go ahead and put your
All right.
thing up.
50
All
point
right, thanks, bro.
productions. I put those out Wednesdays and Fridays. Monday night I do a live show. Normally it's New Brew. This upcoming Monday, that's the 4th of July, I believe, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna be doing a special Malty Monday reoccurrence. It's going to be smoked porter. So if you guys can get a smoked porter, come on board. Show starts at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And yeah. That's
Very
that for my promos. And then yeah, check out Ridgeopolis. Get a nose on her. He's a goddamn good man.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. You're a good damn God man, dog damn it.
Dog man.
Dog man it. Jeez. Cool.
Chaser.
All right. Well, thank you, Bumpy. Cheers. Paulo, what do we got going on?
So currently, me and SBG are in the midst of a series of videos that we've been putting out. It's called "Is It Drinkable? Is It Sendable?" I think we're probably about 8 or 10 beers deep at this point. The last 3-4 weeks, we've been putting up a video on my channel, a video on his channel, once a week. Usually Wednesday or Thursday, they're up. So that's kind of what we've been shooting for. We usually record on Monday or Tuesday and then post a video. We're a week ahead, so there's another video coming next week, guys. So there's right before I got on here, I posted the first video of this week, and I think his is maybe up or will be up by tomorrow. But that's our big thing currently. We're doing that collaboration video, and I also do beer review shorts. Got quite a few of them.
That's Paolo's link right there to his channel.
Thank you, SVG.
Nice. Video.
Awesome. Cool.
Other than that, I would shout out SPG. He's a great homie of mine. Never met the guy in real life, but I've known him for about 2 or 3 years now. And Shitbird Gaming does a lot of stuff, hand forged knives. Let's see, I've got this little guy that's been chilling out back here. This is handmade by SPG over there. So it's a candlestick. It's got metal. It's got wood. It's a lot of intricate details. It doesn't come off as good in the camera, but I mean every piece of this is touched. I mean, if you look over here, you can see like the concave of the teeth from the side, and just high quality stuff. He's a craftsman. He's a forger. Awesome. He does really awesome stuff. I mean, he was on live earlier today forging some knives. He does giveaways on his channel. Really solid guy. Much love, guys.
Much love, man.
Appreciate it. You're supposed to be talking about yourself. Appreciate it, though. Cheers.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's been good having you guys on here. All right. Thanks, Paulo. East Coast. All right. What you got there?
Now?
Yes.
All right. Wednesday. Yesterday I'll be doing. Tomorrow I'll be doing.
Dang, I missed it.
Tomorrow I'll be doing my brewery review. 9 p.m. Eastern time. We're gonna be doing Bell's Brewery. So grab a Bell's Brewery beer.
Bell's is good.
Cheers, Don.
I can't find Bell's.
Grab a Bell's beer. That's all right, beer man. No worries.
I'm sorry.
No worries, man.
I'll shout you out and share you and all that shit.
John Tanner Banana. So just grab a Bell's beer. We'll review those beers, and then we'll pull up the website. We'll talk about distribution, availability, pricing, the brewery itself. Maybe they got some pictures, what food they sell at the brewery. Pretty much just the brewery as a whole. And each of the panel members will throw out a rating for the brewery, and then we'll average it out. That'll be a rating for the show. And then Saturday, I do my Rate That Beer, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Bring any beer you want to review. It could be a revisit, whatever you want. It's open panel, live beer community beer reviews. And shout outs for other people. Shout out to Thomas Snow 75, also known as Massachusetts Beer Reviews, also known as Eric. For my show, 7:30 p.m. tomorrow, Wednesday, Eastern time. He does his Wild Card Wednesday. Bring any type of adult beverage, he calls it. So you can bring any liquor, malt beverage, beer, whatever you want, and hop on the show and do a review. And also, I'd like to say shout out to Leprechaun TV. He does his Hot Thursday, 9 p.m. And also, I found Mickey's again. So
Mickey's.
Oh yeah, I figured it'd be back.
I saw packs, and I grabbed it instantly, and it's got a good date too. So it says October 2022, October 10, 2022. So it's a fresh one, and I thought they were gone. Somebody told me that they were gone for good, but apparently they're still pushing them.
Went to my store and I couldn't find them at my store.
Yeah, I couldn't find them for the longest time, and I was starting to believe the guy, but apparently he was wrong. So, but yeah, cheers to Lep, and cheers to Thomas Miller 75, and thanks for having me tonight, beer man.
You bet, man. Anytime. Thank you for being here. Cheers, Tanner. All right, SBG, what you got, man? Right.
Oh. So I put the cheese
Thanks,
away,
Chatty.
not because it was too hot, but it's because I didn't want to get too warm. So I put that away.
Nice.
Shout out to Paulo for giving me such a great shout out. I put his link in the chat. I think I'm gonna put my link in the chat now if you want to check out my channel. Like you said, we've been doing the beer reviews on like your everyday beers, your Budweisers, your Coors Light, stuff like that, trying to see what's the best of the worst, basically. The best of the easy drinkable beers. Because all of us here, all our beer reviews are basically like craft beers. That's what we're kind of into. So we kind of decided to do something that a little simplistic, if not, not the
Exactly.
greatest of beers. I've had a couple beer reviews. If you check out my channel, I actually put up a skit that I made. I do skits, I do beer reviews, I do gaming sometimes, I do the forging, the knife giveaways. Every month I give away a free knife to anybody who donates towards the goal. And drink the rest of this. Good beer. So check it out if you want to see any of that stuff. I put up just the most random stuff all the time. Live streams basically every day. Try to keep it entertaining.
Excellent.
And I like everybody here, and it's a great community. I love everybody in the comments. Everybody's positive, and that's my kind of vibes. Enjoy it.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, bud.
Thanks, SPJ. All right. Well, cool, Chatio. What you got, man?
Well, tomorrow I have Jaffa cakes. First time I'm trying any British snacks on my channel, and I chose Jaffa cakes. It's the first one. That's tomorrow. You can check out the review tomorrow. Other than that, American Rack videos are still coming out pretty consistently. Not sure if I'm going live this Saturday or not. I found out that I may have a brewing partner with me on Saturday, and I don't know if she'll want to be filmed, so we'll see. I mean, if she says, hey, yeah, put me on camera or whatever, then we'll do it. If not, then yeah. So other than that, just chilling, hanging out, and just doing me.
Cool. Awesome.
Cheers.
That is awesome.
Cheers, Chatty.
Cheers,
Baja
Chatty.
Blast? Is that Baja Blast?
It's like a
It looks
St.
like
Patty
it.
Day kind of
It
drink.
did look like it. Oh, yeah, you'll find out what that was on Monday, what I just finished drinking, because that beer review will come out Monday, midday.
Awesome.
There you go, man.
I like how I did that. Forgot about it. It was in my hand.
Well,
Basically, my channel in a nutshell.
I can.
all right. Sorry. All right. So beer and cheese Tuesday is for next week. Is this what I came up with? You want to take pictures of that? Some cheeses we've done over again, but I only have so many
You
choices.
could go in any what?
Any sea cheese,
Gouda and Imperial.
anything that starts with a C, and then Gouda and goat, and then a white IPA, an Oud Bruin, or any imperial beer.
Ooh,
So-
Hopefully it's not the tea that
Cheddar
Bumpy
cheese.
is grabbing tonight.
Cheddar will work.
I can get a white IPA to save my life.
Hopefully
Look
it
up
wasn't
on
the tea that
Go-
Bumpy was grabbing.
Google cheese types, and you'll find, there's Camembert. There's other ones that are out there that you may have to go to some specialty shops to get stuff if you wanted to go that far. But
Cream cheese.
Cheers,
Cottage.
Chatty.
cream cheese,
Does
cottage
it count
cheese.
if you do
Yeah.
craft? K
Yeah.
instead of C.
Yeah.
The same.
Well,
The same. Sound it out.
Yeah. So anyway, 8:00 Eastern, 5:00 my time, for that next Tuesday, and then Wednesday tomorrow will be a Forrest Gump Forrest Gump theme. Just keep on running and follow Jenny and Lieutenant Dan and
my
Chill on that bench. Just
My
hang on
mama
that
said
bench.
life's like a box of chocolates. I don't
Are
like
the-
chocolates.
Are the times always the same?
just don't
My
fire
version.
Forrest.
The times, dude.
This will be this will be 6 Eastern on Wednesday, so 3 my time for that.
Seeming.
Cheers. All right, so I wanted to announce, two guys I wanted to say or to mention is that Metal Guy 1983, excuse me. And then Craft Bruiser is also a very cool dude. So check out those channels. It's Craft, CRAFTBREWS, big capital R. There might be a couple of capital letters in there, but YouTube will help you figure that out. Check that out. And that Metal Guy 1983 is a real fun guy. He's got some great editing there in his videos. So good beers too. And he's from my side of the world too. So he gets stuff I can get. But I have some things I wanted to say. I just went and got a couple more domains today. I'm trying to get into a blogging kind of thing. So I went and got BRIE Cheese, BEERYCHEESE.com, and home brewery build101.com, where I'll kind of show you talk about how I did what I did, and everyone else can kind of do what they want to do. I just figured it would kind of help build our flow here with the community, as well as, and this is the most important thing I wanted to mention, was a new podcast. I paid for a year of podcast hosting, so I will start it. It's beertimepodcast.com. So you'll be able to follow everything there. Once I get the website up, it'll be just a nice little poster website, like a business card where you can go and check the links, see what's coming up. If you want to get to on your phone, you can listen to it while you're cleaning your house or whatever the hell. That's what I used to do when I cleaned homes for a living for about 6 years, just listen to podcasts, beer podcasts. So, so hopefully we'll get some people in there. We can get a podcast going. They don't see your face. It's not a video podcast, so I can't afford that. It's too expensive. But the audio ones, we just cut off the video and they just hear us talk about a certain subject. So hopefully I'll let you know. I'll fill you in on that, guys. And that's it. That's really all I have. I really appreciate it. This was a long one, but we have a big panel and there's a lot to show in this. So it actually was a lot faster than it could have been. So very nice. Thank you, Miscellaneous Brew Reviews, Bumpy Road Brewery, Paulo Beats. And thanks for that donation, by the way. It was very, very nice of you and generous.
All day, brother.
Heck yeah, man. East Coast LQ Reviews, SBG, and Chatio.
Cheers.
And Beer Man, of course. And thanks to the chat. I really appreciate you guys and your efforts coming out here, listening to our thing and showing your support. Man, I can mention everyone. I have to go through everything, though, here. You guys know who I am. I think what I'll do is mention Naked HD, XYZ, Cheaper Tinder.
Yeah.
Even you can.
All about it.
But
My girl right there. Thomas Metal. Dropped you a dono.
Let's go real quick. Paul, Middle Frew. Oh, geez. Tom, yeah, you can get 666, even like the devil. Right on, man. Cheers, Tom. Cheers, Eric. Cheers, Eric. Thank you, man. Eric, thank you. Middle Frew. SBG, of course, is here. Tommy, Last Beer, Ridgeopolis, John Anilli, Cheryl Crawford's a great supporter. You all are great supporters. Just Sam Smalley, Naked Lady. Who else is there? Who the hell else is here? Ron Sutton, Square Table Degenerates, Joey, Cheers, Left TV, Mary and Butch. Deadpool came in. Right on. I haven't seen you in a while. That's it. I think that's it. So thank you, guys. Let me get my thing up, and then we'll do our last little cheers thing. You guys have a good night, day, wherever you're from in this beautiful world, but not after one more sip. Cheers. If you have it.
Cheers.
All right.